Hey guys, day 52. What I'm gonna do today is a headliner. I went and got the headliner bows. My buddy had a brand new set. Thank you, Rob. So I'm gonna do the headliner. I want to show you something here though. Everything was taken out. The visors, the mirror, the dome light, all the seatbelt hardware was all. Let's see if you can see it. It's all taken out. Same on this side. So what I do is, and by no means am I an interior guy, I'm not. I've done a couple of headliners and they came out okay, not too bad. And you know, as I guess I do an okay job, you know, to where I think somebody will be happy with it. What I learned is I put the screws back in. This way when you throw the headliner in, you're not fishing around for these holes. All you do is just feel it through the headliner, and then you put your screwdriver on there and you turn it out and it just comes right out through the headliner. So these right here, these are the clips, the bows. This is how they go in. They're pretty simple. They turn, and then the bows clip onto this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. There's 4 bows. And then over here, this rod, that's in the center. You know, these are the clips that hold it. I'm gonna change that rod. And where that goes is right in the center of this. You feed it through the end, and then you put all your headliner bows in, and I'll show you. You put them in, and then I cut a notch where the headliner bow clips on to those clips. It just allows the headliner to move around a little bit so it's not getting caught up if you're trying to pull it and stretch it. These are the bows right here. These are the 2 fronts. The 2 fronts are the same. The front one, out of the 4, number 1 and number 2 are the same. Number 3 is actually that rod. It'll be this rod. Number 4 is the next biggest one you can pull out of the package, which is this one. It's not much bigger, but a little bit bigger. And then the last one is a smaller one. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2 are the same. 3 is that bar right there. 4 is the biggest one you can find, and then you go back to the smaller one again. And that's it. That's probably the easiest way to kind of remember, because once you take those out, you're like, oh my gosh, which one was which? And then you're sitting there and you're fighting with it, wondering where it's going. So I'm going to start on that. And if you listen to show you, let it be these screws. Putting the screws back in. When you're done putting that headliner in, you're going to be like, man, I'm glad I put the screws in, because it's just going to make it so much easier to put your seatbelts back in. So I'm going to get started on this, and let's see what we can get done. Here we go. What I'll do is I'll find center here. I'll go left to right, I'll find center. I'll do the same in the front. Now I know where my center is. All right, let's get started. I just want to show you this before I cover it up. I started going and never showed you. That's where the interior light goes. It goes across. That's where I usually snake it down over there, because it meets up with another line that comes up, and then they tie in underneath the trunk back there in the corner. So that's the only way I can get that line over there. I don't know if there's another way to do it. That's the only way I can get it over there. Alrighty, I just wanted to stop. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, let me show you this, you know. But all right, back to work. I use this spray glue right here. It works really well. You can actually use this to put a vinyl top on. It works really, really well. So you gotta let it set up. It takes about 5, maybe 10 minutes for it to start to set up. But you gotta hit both sides. So I sprayed this right here, all the way across. And right here, what I do is I'll make a mark with a marker, those spots. That marker brings me right to about here. So when I'm spraying spray glue on this, I'm not just spraying all over the place. I kind of have an idea of where I got to go with it. All right, let me show you where we are right now. I just sprayed this right here on both sides, on here and on the inner side of the car. I got it stretched front to back. Now I just have to pull it side to side. So I'll pull it this way from this side, let this set up. I'll go to that side and then pull it that way. And hopefully I can get it kind of tight. So, but I just wanted to stop, show you where we are, and here we go. I keep stopping every time I spray this. The fumes are just so strong. They'll knock you on your butt, the fumes, if you don't have a fan going. I got a fan going and it's still pretty strong. I want to show you something here. Right over here, I use these here, like these clips. They're not really clips. They're It's used for like trim work and things like that. I had bits and pieces of it, and it worked out great. I set it. I just pop them in, and it seems to hold everything in place. I mean, the glue itself will hold it in place, but I guess that just helps it out. But that's about it. I'm gonna keep chugging along here. I'm waiting for this to dry. I'm gonna actually get out of here because of the fumes, and I'll get started back on that in a minute. Alrighty, let's get going. Well, here it is so far. I still have to trim away, a lot of this in the corners back there. I got to put the sail panels in. So I'm actually going to break for lunch and take a minute because these fumes they're kind of strong, but they're wearing down now. So it's a perfect time to go grab something to eat. So I'll get started in a couple of minutes. Alrighty, I'll be back. All right, back from lunch. both of these on the top and the bottom. And when you tuck them in, it's the same spray that I use for the headliner. When you slide this in and then tuck it down all the way across, it just sits in there really nice, and it just gives it a sharp, clean look. So I just gotta wait for it to set up. Alright guys, I'm just starting to clean up. Let me show you what I got done today. Got the headliner in. Sail panels. The headliner in, the sail panels. I got the interior light. I just need the dome and a bulb. I need my visors. I got the rear view mirror in. I got my... I have my pillar posts, but I can't put them in until I do the dash. So, and I have a lot to do before I could do the dash. I got the package tray in. Those corner pieces, they're just lying there because I have to get the back window trim. I mean, that's about it. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot of work today. I'm not an interior guy. You know, like if you take a look, I don't have a heat gun. I'm sure if I had a heat gun, it'd probably be really, really tight. It's not too bad now. I mean, any of the creases that you see were kind of the ones that came out of the box. I should have let it sit out in the sun and let the sun bake it, but it was cloudy out this morning. But that's pretty much it. You know, I just want to keep plugging. I'm thinking tomorrow I might, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, honestly. You know, I'm just going to keep plugging away. You know, see a hole, fill a hole. That's the motto I'm going by until I get a game plan again. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I hope you like the way it's coming out. You know, be kind with the headliner. Those pieces right there, those are just pieces of like the jams that come up over here. The aftermarket ones, I just took and just cut them up into little pieces so I could just slip them on there. So it's like an extra set of hands. But that's about it for today. I'm going to start plugging away again tomorrow. I'll see how far I can get. And, you know, just keep moving forward. So, like always, you know, I really do appreciate you guys watching. And I hope these videos help you guys out. And I guess, you know, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow's going to bring. All right, you take care of yourselves.